Yeah, so welcome. This is a bit of detail to go with the cost of a breakfast and a lunch. So we're going to have a look at a list of items inside here that we'll look at the comparison between here and Coles, and then we'll also go and have a look at what it looks like at Megamart at a later date. So let's go and have a look. So as we go in, we look down here. We'll have a look at eggs for a start. So eggs are 35,000 for 10. Nice, and they're good eggs too. So we'll have a look. And let's have a look at some bread. So bread, they sell it in small packets here. So bread, right, it's around about 100 grams of bread for about 16,000, which is $1. So let's move along and have a look at what it looks like for other things. So pineapples are 26,000 for a kilo. Watermelons are 19,000 for a kilo. Move along a little bit. There's no avocados today, I don't think, but you've got beetroot, you've got all the other things. So mushrooms, cos lettuce, leeks, different spices, limes, continental cucumbers, asparagus, alright, mandarins. Not on the breakfast. Your apples are around about 18,000 for a kilo. And let's move along here and have a look at butter. So we have a look at cheeses. You're going to buy cheese is about 90,000 dong for around about 250 grams of cheese. And you've got some shredded cheese here. It's 165. And an Emberg, which is a pretty typical, is 135 for mozzarella. Butters are here, 117,000 for what looks like 200 grams. All right, let's move down a little further. Here you've got all your soft drinks. So cans of soft drink are around about 11,500, which is about 80 cents. So we'll come down and we'll have a look at, these guys bake every day. So I'll have a look at milk. This is the milk to buy. So Delat milk is as close to Paul's as you're going to get, and it's 45,000 dong. So you're going to have your flours. Right now we're looking for salt. Here's your table salt, 500 grams. Here's 13,000 VND. You've got maple syrups, all sorts of different sauces up here that you want to have, both Western as well as Vietnamese, and all your cooking oils, margarines. Long life milk, cornflakes, 93,000, all sorts of others there. All your mixed herbs and spices are here in packets, as many as you want there. Chips and biscuits are all there. Down here are your sauces. You know, you're going to pay about 90,000 for different sorts of spaghetti sauces, bolognese sauces. And again, here are all your different peppers and spices and that. Again, tomato sauce, Heinz tomato sauce for 118,000. And then down the back here, then you've got all your yogurts. So you pay about 7,500 for yogurts for four tubs of yogurt. And you're going to come on here to all your frozen goods. You know, things like dumplings there for 68,000 for around about 350 grams. Move across here into the frozen section. Like at home, you've got wedgies, 131,000 for wedgies, 79 for chips. Rosty's round, which are really like a hashi, a small hashi. A kilo is 125,000 dong, and you've got 2 kilo of chips down there for 156,000 for chips. Bacon is 180,000 for a kilo, so that's quite inexpensive. Your sausages are not real there, but your premium sausages, which are the ones at the back, are 99,000 for around 300 grams. All different ones. You got your shampoos, 130,000 for your shampoos. All sorts of different body washes. 210,000 for a 2-in-1 hair and body wash. Then you got all your seafoods here. So your frozen shrimp, 76,000 for a kilo of shrimp. You got your steaks, which are quite expensive. That's a pork loin though. Frozen fish, around about 45,000, $3 a kilo. And up here for frozen steak. So that's a top blade for 385,000 per kilo. So coconut milk and all the different fishes and such like. Strip loin, 172,000 for 250 grams. And then all your deli lines, sausages, bacon there is 58,000 per kilo, or 365,000. So then if you want to, you got your chocolates and your cakes and all sorts of other things here. So quite a good range. Now and put together the price list. The only other one is coffee. So you're up, mate. And coffee here you're paying around about. So normally you get whole beans. I don't know if these guys have got whole beans. Yeah, here they go. That's an instant coffee. So things of instant coffee are 215,000 for instant coffee. Coffee beans are 289,000 for Robusta, an absolutely beautiful coffee here. So I didn't flick the screen around then, but too much of me, but that's alright. I'm a bit of a bullfit. So, and even in this store, you've got all your different ice creams, alright? Well, at Megamart I even got Bulla, right? But you got your Haagen-Dazs there. So there's lots of mild ice cream. So, you know, chocolates. You know, we get your chocolates. So 92,000 for a block of chocolate. Cadbury Dairy Milk for 25,000. There you go. Those of you who miss home. And then really nice breads here. Cop loaves and multi-grains and croissants. 17,000 for croissants. So you get croissants $1. They make their own. You get a Danish raisin for $1. And just lovely fresh food every day. So post this up. Give you a bit of a look. I'll have a look down here. Here's all your. They're doing this here, but you've got Nutella, peanut butters, all the different spreads, and you've got nuts over this side. So plenty there for you guys to have a look at, and I'll do the pricing, and then that'll give you a bit of a look, eh? See ya.